So, through my different periods of self reflection and introspection, I've come to realize that how much, I guess, my decision making and my living, I don't know, just everything is fear based, which I know is pretty normal for anybody. I mean, the number one thing we try to do is avoid pain. So, I mean, that's kind of fear based in itself. So, it's not anything crazy, but like, I mean, just the constant fear, and that's something I need to conquer, and something I'm working on. So, like, for example, just driving down the road, if I really think about it, I am constantly afraid of losing control of the vehicle. I'm afraid of, say, a tire blowing and just off the road. I'm afraid of hitting another driver, and then in consequence of that, somebody getting hurt, and in consequence of that, feeling bad about it, and then also getting drug tested, and the end result of that. So, I constantly have all these fear-based scenarios playing in my head. Walking around in a store, I'm afraid of, like, people in there robbing me or beating me up, which has never, well, I've been robbed many times, but never really, well, not beat up in, like, public like that. Like, these are things that really don't happen, and I'm worried about it all the time. I'm constantly worried about losing my money. I'm worried even hanging out with my good friends that people are going to get mad at me or make fun of me. Every time I pick up a guitar and play in front of people, I'm afraid of making mistakes and what they'll think of my playing or singing, that they'll, get made fun of or something, or I don't know, like, it's just constant, weird, like, almost irrational fear all the time. And the thing is that I don't show it. So, and I think this is because long ago, I don't know, it's probably some childhood shit, where, well, I kind of know it is, because I was raised very, hellfire and brimstone, and everything you did was either good or it was a sin, and if you sinned, you were going to hell, and everything was a sin. Hell, I don't know, like, everything. you know how those religions go. Like, you were just a bad person no matter what, and then maybe by some stroke of, like, you had to be perfect, and then that was, like, the only acceptable way to be, and everything else, you're going to hell. So, I mean, I'm sure that had a lot to do with it, along with, like, the playing music, and every single little mistake was like the end of the world, and you had to practice that part 50 times until you got it perfect. And I don't know, just like the focus on the negativity, I guess. Because when I pick up a guitar, for example, play it in front of people, the only thing I can think of is how afraid I am that they're going to think I'm shitty, that they think my voice sucks, that they think I don't know, whatever. Like, it's all negative thoughts. Whereas, somebody And I'm actually not bad. That's the thing. And whereas, like, there are a lot of people who are, like, I've seen it, not very good guitar players or singers, and they get up there and they're chock full of confidence and they play and it's not good and they're up there just basking in the glow. And I'm like, I wish I could be like that. Like, because they have, like, I can sense the positive mindset where they know that even if they make mistakes and play bad, people are going to clap for them. And I know that too, but, like, I just can't get over that fear. Obviously, when it comes to relationships or even talking to women, you know, this is a big problem. Yeah, to say the least. But yeah, I think that guitar example is perfect. Like, I'll get up there, play very well, sing okay, and just be glad if nobody makes fun of me. And somebody else will get up there and play like shit and belt out off key and be like super basking in the glory. And it's just a matter of mindset. It really is. Like, it's that negative thinking versus positive thinking. I'm trying to change that, though. I'm working on it. I think the first step is realizing it, like I am right now. And where was I going with this? It's early in the morning, people. But yeah. What I was going on is I think what I learned to do probably way back in the day, you know, I don't know, childhood, kid, whatever, was I learned to just, since all my emotions are like scared and negative and everything, I just learned to push them way deep down inside me so that I'm kind of deadpan. Like, I've basically taught myself to either to act like I don't care about anything, and then as a result it kind of dulls the fear. So basically just acting like I don't care, to train myself to not care, because that's the best I can hope for, is to not care about the result that I get. So yeah, that was my coping mechanism, is like basically pushing my emotion, telling myself I didn't care, I don't care, over and over, until it kind of dulls not just the fear, but really all my emotions, which makes it very hard to be genuine and authentic. Now, I do think that I'm fairly genuine and authentic, but emotionally I am not. And that's a result of me pushing everything, good and bad, far away where it can't get to me. And, you know, it, not the best tactic, but at the time it was, you know, you're a kid, you don't know what else to do. You just, you know, it's kind of an innate thing. It just happens. And yeah, even in situations where I should be really scared, I act cool as a cucumber. Like, I've had bullets flying past me and seen bombs blow up like right in front of me, and just been like, all right, you know, let's should we push through, or should we take up, you know, perimeter, or what are we doing here? And everybody else, a lot of other people are like, what the fuck? Like, obviously, you know, we're freaking out, but I'm acting cool as a cucumber. And I mean, in those circumstances, it was actually really good to be free of emotions, because I had a clear head to act. But how many times in one's life in the United States of America, in this age of opulence, am I going to see bullets flying past me or see bombs blowing up? Not very often. So my fear-based and emotion suppressing was helpful in a very slim set of circumstances that I was in for a small portion of my life, and for the rest of my life it is not going to serve me well. So, well, hopefully it's not going to serve me well, but yeah, it's something I need to, I think maybe this is one of those deep core things that I need to change in order to really see the best version of myself. So, yeah, I'm scared of everything all the time, but I really don't act like it. So, we'll see what happens. The first step is knowing, and then once I get past the grieving process, I can start working on this stuff. Well, I am working on it. I'm working on everything.